Welcome back to the Daily Habit. Now joined by pro skater Eric Tuma Britton, and welcome to the show.
Thank you.
It's not a far drive for you, right, from Venice?
No, not a far drive at all. Yeah, it's about 15 minutes.
So what's been the haps lately? Coming off a good summer, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Went on a little tour in Oregon for a trifecta contest. Yeah. It's a bowl series, 3 contests in 3 days. Oregon's an amazing place. They got some
ridiculous amount of parks up there. It's
Absolutely.
like the new, I guess, Mecca of sorts for parks.
It's definitely a new Mecca for parks, and skateboarding in general. There's a lot of talent coming out of Oregon right now, and so people should, if you got a chance, take a trip up there and check out the scene.
Speaking of all things talent, it's called 29.5 Seconds to Satisfaction. Here it is.
Trying to break us down, we stand face to the crowd, to the moment that the stones scrape the skin from the bones, when the veins start falling off the muscles that's hanging from a wound that's gaping. My heart starts aching for the lives that's been taken, for the world to be shaken, where the shot hung or hose down, they're never forsaken. Those names are the bricks on the path that's laid, so we should bark and praise because they paved the way.
I can't help but explode to this sound. I'm grown with this sound, behold with this sound. This is an offering up with this sound. Get up or sit down, only if it ain't loud enough.
Then turn it up.
29.5 Seconds Satisfaction. I'm not gonna lie, smooth, very smooth. And you're kind of known for that, man. Just having that relaxed style, whether it be a frontside rock or a crail. So my compliments.
Thank you, thank you.
So I want to talk about like early days. Obviously not tons of parks like we were talking about in Portland. It was kind of a different time in Venice, right? Like kind of just when you were a young skater. Dad bought you like an orange plastic skateboard, right?
Well, yeah, that was my first board, and I used to bomb down the driveway, do little carves on it, and that's pretty much where it started.
But kind of like talk about like the early days, getting your start. Pre with Zephyr, and I think it was Kareem Campbell that kind of turned you on to. Was it with Zephyr? Actually, Santa Monica Airlines, right? I'm going back.
Absolutely. Yeah. My first sponsor was Dogtown. I was just a little kid around the neighborhood, and all the Dogtown guys at the time, Aaron Murray, Eric Dressen, Julian Stranger, they all embraced me and got me on the team. And then about 17, 18, I started riding for Santa Monica Airlines, and Kareem Campbell and I were good friends, and he suggested to Skip that thought it was time for me to go pro. So. And Skip was all for it,
Yeah, and it's cool that it's come full circle, back with Santa Monica Airlines now, right? Like it's been a cool journey. It's interesting to see like Santa Monica Airlines having a big resurgence right now.
Well, it's a beautiful thing, and especially for me, having my first board with Santa Monica Airlines, like you said, and now, later in life, I'm back with them, and we're doing a lot of good things. We have a really solid team. There's me, Pat Noho, Bennett Harada. I believe Scott Oster's going to get a model, and I believe we're doing something with Steve Olson, so I think we're making a big, scare in the industry right now.
No, and it's cool though to see the reverence. There's definitely a respect for the guys, the veterans that have been around for a while. I mean, Pat, one of them being, it seems like he's, definitely out there. You get out with Pat at the park in Culver City?
Oh, absolutely. Pat's all time, man. He, I don't know where he gets his energy from. He's a solid skater, and
he doesn't age, which is incredible.
Hey, that's a great.
Can we talk about film parts? You got a part coming out, right? Video's going to be dropping. Is it next month or the month after?
I think it's the next month or the month after. I'm not sure. It's Smell the Crete. Bart Sarek, B Productions. He's putting it out. Right. So. We're looking forward to that. A lot of backyard, raw, hardcore skate footage. You know?
And it's kind of we're talking about like the resurgence of like maybe the reverence, but also it seems like the skaters now they're forced to skate variety of terrain, and now it's like it's not just strictly handrails. It's kind of a cool aspect of skateboarding right now, right?
It's a wonderful aspect of it because of all the parks that are coming out. Kids actually have a choice, There's still in the magazines you see there's a lot of push for just street skating, but because of the parks, that's starting to broaden and, be able to have a choice and skate everything. Don't just put yourself in a class of, well, I'm a street skater or I'm, I strictly do stairs or something like that. You grow up skateboarding, you just ride your skateboard. It's all about the enjoyment of it.
And I know you're not real comp heavy type of guy, but I mean, you have some fun with the comps. You're talking about trifecta and things like GVR, right?
Yeah. I definitely have a good time at the comp. I do a lot of announcing for Duncan while I'm at the contest, so that actually.
It's tough to fill his shoes, man. He's the voice.
He's the best,
Double D.
So. All right. But, it's all about getting together with your friends and having a good time. You see a lot of people that you haven't seen throughout the year and, just hanging and enjoying and riding your skateboard,
All right, we got more coming up with Tuma. You're watching The Daily Habit here on Fuel TV. Welcome back over to the Daily Habit, here with Tuma, and saw some habit-forming trivia. But before I want to talk about Lords of Dogtown. Snickers, regular, frozen?
Frozen.
Frozen, okay, duly noted. But tell me about Lords of Dogtown, that whole experience, being like on those, like the old small setups, pretty cool experience, right?
It was a very cool experience. I mean, just like playing the guys that I grew up with, or showed me how to become a skateboarder, you know, like portraying them, and then we were all, it was a period piece, so we were all in 70s garb, and you know, it was just a really fun time. And adapting to those boards wasn't a far stretch, you know, because skateboarding's come such a long way that, you know, our abilities are, you know, it's pretty easy to get.
Doesn't matter what you're on. And speaking of decks, can I show the new SMA board here?
Absolutely.
Kind of cool. It's got your name on it. And Pat Noho was in here. We'll have to put this up next to his board on the wall.
Very cool.
Yeah, we'll get
I'm honored.
The full veteran collection. You know T-Hawk, right? Speaking of guys like veterans, Tony Alva, Tony Hawk.
Yes.
Our in-house journalist, Chris Fairbanks, went out to his 4th annual Stand Up for Skate Park event, and it's a great charity. It's like, we talk about no parks being around, I guess, back in the day. Well, it gives areas the means to have a skate park. It's pretty cool. Check it out. Thanks a lot, Jordan. Jonah, yeah, very interesting. Renaissance Fair. I might go now.
Yeah,
I'm inspired.
I'm on my way.
All right, Toomey, you ready for a little who, what, when, why, and where?
Sure, let's do it.
We call it the Daily Dubs. And we got Jonah, yeah, very interesting. Renaissance Fair. I might go now.
Yeah,
I'm inspired.
I'm on my way.
All right, Toomey, you ready for a little who, what, when, why, and where?
Sure, let's do it.
We call it the Daily Dubs, and we got some visual backup on this one. While shooting Lords of Dogtown, why could someone mistake you for a Lord of Basketball?
Well, it's definitely not my skills. It's got to be the wardrobe, you know, the headband, and
we've got visual proof of this. Let's take a look at this shot. A little like I'd say Dr. J, we're a little Michael Cooper with the tube socks, right?
That's lovely.
Is this the first time we're on this setup, right?
Yeah, the first time I'm on this setup and first time in this bowl. It was a nice day. I really had a good time.
Yeah.
And my shorts are a little short in that picture.
Yeah,
but
okay,
hey,
actually, let's move on to the next one. We know you're a very popular skater, and you roll with a big posse, but who are you hanging with in this photo? There's some royalty. I see Double D there and Sergi, right?
These are all the classics. We got Steve Stedham, Double D, Sergi Ventura, fellow team rider Bennett Harada, and Lester Kasai over here.
We got another one here.
And that's me, the bald head.
Of course, of course. And when you're not with the boys, you can be found riding bulls. Where in this action shot?
That's at the J. Adams Benefit at the Skate Lab.
Yes, the lab.
The lab.
And I like the modeling, Steves, with the face, very stoic.
Well, thank you very much.
And no right or wrong on this. What do you got coming up next couple of months? Where can people go to check out what's on your calendar?
Got some events coming up. Cholo's Bowl, Quicksilver Bowl Riders in Hawaii. I'm looking forward to that. I believe there's something in Arizona. Cressy Rice is having a bowl jam at her backyard pool, which is kind of a rootsy thing, which is, you know, something I'm really looking forward to as well. You can also check out SantaMonica-skateboards.com, and there'll be more info about what the team's doing in the near future.
All right, Tuma, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Come back again real soon. We'd love to have you back on.
Oh yeah, I got a question for you. What makes this day special for you?
Gosh, wow. I have to say, having people like you, like legends on continuously. So that's. Oh, what?
Why is today so
Today is my
special
birthday,
for you?
actually. Today is my birthday. Yes! Guys! Trick question. Thank you, you guys.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Man, come here. Bring it in. Bring it in. Also want to thank today's other guests, Alana Brennan and the Hooters girls. How happy am I right now? We'll see you next time. Wow.